Aquarius, it's time to cut through all the noise and see what's really going on. That's exactly what we're going to do. And that is your May reading, Aquarius. So the overall energy is you feel like you have to basically fight and always be ready for the attack. Always be ready to defend what is yours. That's what you feel right now. And ooh, why? Because somebody, your other half, your partner, may be a little too much for you right now, Aquarius. Maybe a little too much, maybe a little too much. And it's just making you feel like, oh God, really? Can we just please just chill, please? For the love of God, can we please just chill? That's what I'm getting from this, Aquarius. That's the vibe I'm getting. Do you feel that way, Aquarius? Are you feeling that? What does this card mean to you, the Lover's card? And what does the Nine of Wands mean to you? Do you feel kind of like you're just tired and beat up, but you're still ready to fight, but you don't want to fight, but you have to fight because they're a little bit over the top right now? Your significant other? That's the vibe. That's what we're seeing. You got to tell me. All right. And you keep telling yourself that this is just not what you thought it was. Right. That's what really matters is that after all the bullshit, after all the shenanigans, the noise, all the games being played, you realize like I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not ready to try new things. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. At least that's what you're telling yourself, right? That's what you believe in your head, that it's all them, that you can't take it no more, and this basically taking away your ability to really be free. Is that true? Is it? No. What's driving this is that you feel cheated. You feel cheated. Now, Aquarius, why would you feel cheated? Did they do something? Did they withhold something? Did they hide something from you? What was it? Because we're seeing here that things aren't being played out very fairly, and it's taking a pep out of your step, right? That's what we're seeing with that card right there. So, what could it be? What could it be? So, they're taking the life out of you, and you're believing the fact that because of them, you can't move forward, and that you feel that under all this, what's driving this is it an unfair situation. You feel a little bit like you've been cheated, or not cheated on, but cheated somehow. And what was driving this is that you just feel like they can't nurture you the way you want to be. So maybe you're being a little selfish about it because you want that nurturing. You don't really maybe care about them, Aquarius. Could that what be is going on here? Could that be the root of the problem here? Because if you're not giving that balance to each other, of course it's going to feel terrible. Of course you're going to feel like I can't do this, but maybe you got to back off a little bit and help also nurture the other person. So maybe it's time to kind of take the blinders off and realize that it takes two to dance, it takes two to tango, right? And if you can do that, then you won't have to really worry about if you have enough, right? Feeling cheated, because you will have enough. You have done enough, and this relationship is stable. Because right now, Aquarius seems like it's really more in your head than anywhere else. That's the vibe I'm picking up on, right? Because when I look at these cards, these are major cards, right? 1, 2, 3 major cards. And this is more like big events in your life. So it's around a relationship. And you feel like it just is bringing you down. But because the way the cards are sitting, I don't really think it's them. I think it's you because there's money in play, right? And it's basically money is so important sometimes that it overarches your love, your desires, and it makes you feel that no matter what they do, it's just not going to be enough for you right now because you need to be coddled and you need to be nurtured. And maybe it's time for you to kind of like realize that it's not always about you. Yep, I said it. Yeah, I sure did say it, didn't I? Oh, Aquarius, I'm sorry, but sometimes tarot readings always can't just be all hoppy and yay and you know all unicorns and shit like that. We gotta keep it real too, right? What really matters is that you gotta kind of like come back down to earth a little bit and realize that you can also be the problem because two is a communication problem, which is five in it, which is causing you struggle and stress. So maybe it's the way you're saying things. So if you seven that, the five and the two, and stop it, what happens? You can assess it and maybe turn this around pretty quick because the relationship isn't damaged. I'm not seeing that. It's more emotional. Even though I don't see any cup cards here, what drove me here was the lover's card. And then I'm seeing the Empress. Empress is around fertility, nurturing is flipped, right? So there's a problem here. You got to resolve that. And then you feel like because of that, it's holding you back from doing what you want to do. But again, you have to be fair. It's a relationship. It takes two, communication, two people, duality, unity. Five, it can be free or it could be struggle. But the only way you can get there is through assessing things. 7, 5, and 2. Interesting, isn't it? So with that being said, Aquarius is, what are your thoughts? Is any of this resonating with you? Are you feeling this? And if any cross watchers are out there, what do you feel about this? How are you seeing it? All right. Let's go ahead and see what the Oracle has to say. Surrender, Aquarius, surrender and just chill out. Just chill out. It doesn't always have to be about you. If you want that 4 stability with 8, keep moving forward with this person and have the 12, which is a 3, comes through communication, being creative, how to work together, right? That's how you do it. And what's funny about that, it's a 1 and a 2. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 1 and 2. The only way new possibilities come into your relationship is through making good decisions. That's a 2. And then the 3 comes into play, which gives you creativity, which is what? Also passion. It's communication, right? That's what you need to do. And so surrender to one another, my friend, and your relationship is going to rebloom. So it's not all bad, but it's you. And Aquarius, if you want a private reading, offer those too. Until next time, I want to see y'all in the next video. All right. Bye, everyone.